Yo, what's going on YouTube? I'm parched, primed, and ready for beer time. Welcome back to Primetime Beer Reviews. Alright, so, you know the drill, guys. You know how we do it here. It's a short, right to the point, short, sweet, right to the point beer review. I do it for the love of the game, alright? Do it for the love of the game, not the fame. Stop blowing up my phone, alright? Another thing, I had people say that this is scripted. It's not scripted, this is right off the dome, okay? I do it for the love of the game. What can I say? I love beer, I love making reviews, I love putting people on. And if you know me, you know I love me a Voodoo Ranger. That's why we're reviewing the Blaze Lightning IPA, alright? Now this one, I believe, was in a hoppy pack about a year or two ago? Over a year ago, with the Thunderclap IPA, which is a top tier Voodoo Ranger. They were doing this thing where you could vote for the Blaze Lightning or the Thunderclap. Everyone was stupid and voted the Blaze Lightning instead of the Thunderclap. Thunderclap is and still will be S tier Voodoo Ranger flavor, and we will never get that back. Alright? Just put that in perspective. You never know you love something until it's gone. Alright? But I knew I loved the Thunderclap, everyone else just fake. Alright? Now, let's pour this up. Chill glass, like a gentleman, alright? Let's stop playing around here. A lot of people also commented on my chill glass saying, it's a little gimmicky. Say that I'm trying to be a performative male with a chill glass. Get out of my mentions. I don't care what you got to say. Let me enjoy the beer the way I want to, and I'm going to keep making these beer reviews for you. Sorry if I'm getting a little aggressive, alright? Alright. There, solid pour. You know me. We like a good head to beer ratio. Chilled glass. You know how we do it. Alright. A little bit was falling out. Not counting as the first test. It's for the love of the game. This is unfunded. You can complain in the comments. This is the first sip right here. Alright, ready? Sorry, I had a little bit of foam on my lip. Alright. It's Voodoo Ranger, Blaze Lightning. Bit of citrus hit. Voodoo Ranger, New Belgium in general, when they do the citrusy beers, it hits every time. Most IPAs, when you do a citrus hit with it, it just hits. Even like Victory IPA, Victory Brewing, every time they do a citrus hit, it hits. Juicy Monkey, what we talking about? You know what I mean? This is really good. I'm gonna have one or two of these tonight. Take it light. It's All Hallows Eve. We staying in. I'm not going crazy. I'm not creating mischief. We're saving that for tomorrow at the Cemetery mixtape release party in Manhattan. 3 a.m. gang. 3 a.m. gang. Cemetery, if you're watching this, love you. Great work. Keep it up. I love that shit. Alright. But back to the beer. We'll take another sip. Man, this is good. I mean, it's not the best Voodoo Ranger, but it's good. Not as good as Thunderclap. Not as good as, the OGs. But, I'll give this, 7.5. I had a realization about rating scales. We need to start utilizing 7s as not like a mid thing. It's more like this is good. 7 is good. Bad, we need to start rating stuff like 2s and 1s more if it's bad. But, that's just my 2 cents. It's not what you're here for. You're here for the beer. Love y'all. Peace out. Primetime Beer Reviews out. See you next time. More beer reviews soon. Love y'all. Peace out, gang. 3